One play. One freaking play. That's all it took for Cam Newton's legacy to change forever when he fumbled the ball and refused to dive on it in Super Bowl 50. But today, we're going to make sure this doesn't happen. We're playing Madden 16 and we're taking over the Carolina Panthers. In this season, Cam Newton won his MVP. He had a historic year. We all know how his real career unfolded after that devastating Super Bowl loss. The injuries, the changing teams, and the decline, we're not going to let this happen. Today, we're going to fix this rebuild and save Cam Newton's career and get him the ring that he missed out on. So, let's get into the video. Alright, Madden 16, one of the first Maddens that I've played. I originally played this on the PS3 to start off with, but once I got my PS4, this is the first game that I got with it. So, the first trade we're going to make for this Panthers rebuild is we're going to go and get a wide receiver. I'm thinking AJ Green, just because we all know Kelvin Benjamin is a Popeye's biscuit away from being a tight end. So, we need a good wide receiver. So, AJ Green, 93 overall, 27 years old. Seems like the man that will be able to do the job for us. So, we're going to give them our Kelvin Benjamin. We're going to give him our backup left outside linebacker. That is Andreas Glanton. And we're giving him a draft pick. I don't know what draft picks they'll want. They probably want something higher, but we want to kind of negotiate with them. We don't want to give anything too bad. Third round pick seems about right. Let's see if they accept, and they do. So I'm going to kind of skip all of these trades. I do a bunch of them, and when I watch Madden videos, I don't really like watching people do the trades. So there it is. We traded for Odell Beckham Jr. That costed a couple first round picks. We got DeMarco Murray, and with DeMarco Murray, we need a good running back, so that's why I thought he was the best person to get. The final trade we're going to make is we're going to try and get a backup quarterback. I'm thinking Kirk Cousins, just because, you know, I like this guy. You like that, eh? But yeah, he was a good quarterback in his prime, and he still actually is probably pretty good. He's playing on the Raiders now, right? He's gonna probably start over Mendoza, so we're gonna give him Joe Webb and our 4th round pick for Kirk Cousins, and that will be our last trade. So like I said, I skipped over all those trades just because, you know, this video would have been an hour long if I showed you guys every single trade I did, every single move. So here's what the depth chart is looking like. Cam Newton, DeMarco Murray. We have a solid running back room. So our wide receivers though, AJ Green, Odell Beckham, Percy Harvin. That seems pretty like a speed core besides AJ Green there. So hopefully this wide receiver group can help Cam Newton with getting a Super Bowl. So here's just more of the players. Tari Turner, Lane Johnson. You see, we have a lot of good players, man. 89 overall, Mario Williams, Fletcher Cox. We made that trade too. I was looking to Philadelphia and I saw he was available, so might as well took him. Gerald McCoy, Thomas Davis. Like, this team seems pretty nasty. I think we can honestly go for a run and possibly win 4 Super Bowls here. And all of a sudden, Cam Newton is considered one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Not the best, but he's up there in the top 5 rankings. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but we'll just see what, you know, plays out in this franchise. So we're going to go and sim the rest of this season. I'm just showing you guys the defense here. So let's go and sim all the way to the playoffs. So in the playoffs here, we go 14-2. Damn, we only lost 2 games. The Chargers get the number 1 seed though. Looks like Phillip Rivers had a year. Let's see, AFC. Did the Patriots make this? The Dolphins 11-5. That's crazy. Going down, going down, going down. Patriots 8-8. Damn. Because I know Tom Brady always retires early in these older Maddens, so I just want to kind of see that. So we won the conference at least. That's pretty good. Let's go and check the stats from the season. Okay, Cam Newton, 3,476 passing yards, rushing yards. Cam Newton got 730. DeMarco Murray with 1,583. Damn. Looks like Jonathan Stewart had most of our touchdowns though. AJ Green, 1,000 yards. Odell Beckham, 904. Harvin, they got about 439. Damn. So our offense looked pretty productive this year. So let's go to our first playoff game in the divisional round. So let's see who we gonna play. We are playing the Green Bay Packers. So for playoff games, I'm thinking of simming them. I will play though, especially if it's like in the 4th quarter, and I don't know. I kind of want to play a little bit. You know what I mean? But let's go and see how our Carolina Panthers do against the Green Bay Packers. All right, so here we go. After 1 quarter, we're tied. Nope, we are losing by a touchdown. We get the touchdown, so it's 14-14. Now we get a field goal, 17-14. Green Bay scores again. Damn, so we took the lead right before half. We get another point to make it 31-21. And let's see, 34-21 now. 42. Okay, this game's out of reach. This is out of reach. So, there it is. First playoff game. We smoke the Green Bay Packers. Look at Aaron Rodgers all sad, man. Cam Newton, bro, what a player. Alright, now we have our conference championship up against the Seattle Seahawks and the Legion of Boom. So let's see how our offense is able to do up against one of the best defenses in the NFL. We got Graham Gano ready for the kickoff, but you guys know the drill. We aren't going to play this game. We're just going to sim it, so let's see how this goes. So we get a field goal after one, so it's a nice little lead, and we lose the lead. Hopefully we can get it back. Yes, we do. We get another touchdown. Now tie game at halftime. We get a touchdown. Good. Come on, come on. 1 quarter left. Let's do this. Tie game. And with a couple minutes left, we're able to get the win. Oh my goodness. That game looked pretty exciting. So the most important thing is that we won and we were headed to the Super Bowl. All right, 24-20. That was close. Damn, too. I kind of want to play that, but we're not here to play. We're here to sim and see how the career turns out. You know what I mean? All right. So already we're heading back to the Super Bowl. Damn. First year, add a couple of key players. We get the conference championship and we win the game. We have one more left. And obviously, just even winning one Super Bowl changes Cam Newton's career as a whole legacy. Like, if he does win that Super Bowl against the Broncos, who knows what could happen, what everyone would say, and how Cam Newton's reputation would be. Alright, so we were going to be playing up against the Cincinnati Bengals. It's crazy how they made the Super Bowl, because we gave them AJ Green. No, we took AJ Green and we gave them Kelvin Benjamin. So did Kelvin Benjamin really do much better than AJ Green? And is Andy Dalton the one that's leading them to the Super Bowl? That is going to be something interesting, and we will need to find that out. Levi Stadium, of course, same stadium that Cam Newton fumbled and wasn't able to get the win. So we are going to see how we can do in this matchup up against the Cincinnati Bengals. This should be a win if we see how the season played out. But without further ado, we have to go and get this job done. All right, so after 1 quarter, we get a field goal and a touchdown. So we're up 10-0 into the second quarter now. We get a few scores. It's now 23-0 at halftime. This should be a win unless Cincinnati Bengals pull off the Patriots. And we get another touchdown. This game is over. It's already over after 2 quarters. So Cam Newton is going to win his first Super Bowl. Wow. Hold up. I'm low-key trying to play. I'm going to play a little bit, Let's see how this can go. All right, here we are. Oh, 2-minute warning, man. Come on, I'm just trying to play. Okay, here we go. This is the read option for Cam. Come on, Cam. Come on. Yep, we're not going to make it through. All right, 4th and 1. Let's just pitch it to Murray. Come on, Murray. DeMarco, what are you doing, man? Oh my God. That gives them good field position too. First and goal here. Andy Dalton goes to the corner, and it's caught. Damn. This is why we don't play, eh? If we're playing, we would have lost, huh? All right, this is going to be the last play of the game. DeMarco Murray. Oh, he breaks one. Go, keep going. Ah, damn. Well, there it is. Last play of the Super Bowl. Hopefully, we can do good next season. But wow, that is a rebuild already. Nice little Super Bowl win for the Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton. Wow. I think this will be the first Super Bowl Carolina's ever won, too. So, yeah, that is very interesting. And just shows how when you have the right pieces of the puzzle, you can be able to win championships. You know, we got AJ Green, Odell Beckham Jr., DeMarco Murray, a bunch of defensive trades. We got like Stephon Gilmore and a bunch of guys. So that is very good. Look at sad Andy Dalton. I'm sorry, buddy. That may be another video idea. We do a nice little rebuild of the Cincinnati Bengals. I like that idea. I really like that. Marvin Lewis. Come on, man. All right, here it is. Cam Newton lifting up the Super Bowl trophy. Or, not yet. That's Ron Rivera. Come on, give it to Cam. Give it to Cam. Here we go. Here we go. Career's already changed after one season. There we go. We win the Super Bowl. First year of this rebuild. Roger Goodell in the background. Wow. Just Super Bowl champions. We'll take that. So now we're in free agency. We're going to sign a bunch of players. I'm going to sim through this just because, again, it's going to take so long. Mostly just going to upgrade our O-line and defense. We're going to try to get a couple of receivers. I'm thinking of getting Josh Gordon and Mohamed Sanu. And not much is happening here. We've got a couple of signings. Okay. And this is our team. Missing a few players still. So we're going to start the NFL draft. All right. So we're in the 2016 season now. Or 2016-17 season yet. And we're going to go and just straight up sim the whole thing. So we got Josh Gordon and Mohamed Sanu, new pieces to our offense, and let's go and sim all the way to the playoffs. So we go 14-2 again. That is pretty good. Patriots make the playoffs this time. All right. Lions made the playoffs. Dolphins didn't missed out. Let's see our schedule. So it looks like this preseason, nope. Had a good preseason, won every game. We lost to the Packers by a touchdown, and we lost to the Chargers by a field goal. Damn. All right. So we could have possibly went 16-0, but whatever, you know. No team's able to do that unless it's like the 2007 Patriots or those Dolphins back in the day. But let's go and sim to our playoff game. Go check the stats first. I'm kind of curious to see who is, you know, who did go on our team. So Cam Newton, 303,078. Oh my God. AJ Green had a good year. Josh Gordon, all right. Tough signing. Mohamed Sanu only caught 3 passes, bro. We spent so much money on him in free agency. Okay, and we just go all this, all right. So Cam Newton, 3,378 passing yards. That's what I meant to say. Cam Newton wins the MVP. We win. Ron Rivera gets the Coach of the Year. And let's see. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Cam Newton. Best QB goes to Aaron Rodgers, so you don't win that award. DeMarco Murray gets a nice little award for Best Running Back. Okay. And Jonathan Stewart. All right. AJ Green makes it. Okay. And no other Panthers. All right. So let's go and finally see how we're going to play in the playoffs. So we're up against the Saints. Drew Brees, eh? All right. So let's go and play this game. So we are 96 overall. That is pretty good. But we just have to make sure that we, you know, take care of business. There's just been so many upsets in these wildcard games, or divisional games. So let's go and see how we do. After one quarter, we get a touchdown. After 2 quarters, we get another touchdown. So the score's 14-0. We get another one, 21-0. 34. Okay, game's over again. Come on. Straight to the end of the game here. No one, they're not coming back. 45. 40 burger already, yo. 50 burger now. And the time hits 0. So there it is. We get the win in the divisional round. Good play by Panthers. See, looks like free agency really helped. Mohamed Sanu, Josh Gordon. Although I don't know how Sanu only grabs 3 passes. We signed him and as like the 4th wide receiver. And 3 passes? Really? That doesn't seem too realistic for me. Anyways, we got to focus on the playoffs, not individual stats. We win the game 52-14. Okay, so we're in the conference championship game up against the Green Bay Packers. So we're in the rain here. Let's see what Cam Newton can do up against Aaron Rodgers. We lost this game in the regular season, so hopefully that doesn't happen here. Winning 14-3 right now. All right, after half, still 14-3. Looks like we're going to get this win, hopefully. Not much is happening. Okay, Packers get some points. We get some points. 21-11, 18-21, and we win the game. So our Carolina Panthers are going right back to the Super Bowl. 2 years doing this rebuild, 2 times going to the Super Bowl. Hopefully we can make it a second time Super Bowl win. So already, look, 2 back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. That is really good for Cam Newton. Not hopefully, too bad he can't do this in real life, eh? All right, so let's go and see who our next opponent is. We're playing against the Baltimore Ravens. Damn, this would have been actually a pretty good matchup. If a prime Cam Newton and a prime Joe Flacco, that would be something a lot of people would pay for. Anyways, let's go and see how we can do up against the Baltimore Ravens. I don't think they don't have Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, so it's kind of a tough defense. I think the only player they really have that is a threat is Terrell Suggs. And Lamar McKnight is going to return the kick. Again, we're just going to go and sim it because, come on, this is like you said before, we're here to sim, not to play. All right, after 1 quarter, we're up 21-0 after 1 quarter. Oh my God. 24-31 now. Damn, our defense is holding these guys. So at the end of the game, and of course they score. As soon as I say that, they score again. All right, there it is. Come on. 38-16. Our Carolina Panthers go and win the game. So 2 back-to-back Super Bowl wins. That is amazing. John Harbaugh looking all sad. We're in Houston. The stadium is going crazy. Cam Newton, come on, man. This is incredible. I will say, though, the biggest change here is probably with the running game. DeMarco Murray was probably our best pickup that we got because he had back-to-back, like 1,300-yard seasons. Jonathan Stewart had a pretty good season this one, 1,000 yards. So that's already almost 3,000 rushing yards just from everyone, from Cam Newton, Jonathan Stewart, DeMarco Murray. So that was important. AJ Green wins Super Bowl MVP with 2 touchdown passes. And damn, so Cam Newton doesn't get Super Bowl MVP, so that hurts his legacy a little bit. But anyways, I think now what we'll do is we'll go and sim 10 years just to see if we can go back to back to back or anything, because that is pretty cool. Although not many teams do that. From previous rebuilds I've seen, it's kind of tough to go back, like win 3 things in a row. So we're going to go ahead and sim 10 years. But first off, we're going to watch this trophy celebration. Come on, Cam Newton. Back-to-back Super Bowls, man. How does it feel? Something he doesn't do in real life. So there it is. Super Bowl champions are the Carolina Panthers. So Cam Newton's legacy score is 10,039. We're right below Steve Young. So right now it's looking like Cam Newton's going to make the Hall of Fame. So we're going to go and just sim 10 years. All right, after 10 years, Ron Rivera doesn't have a job. So let's see where Cam Newton is looking like on the legacy leaderboard. Okay, it went up a bit. Looks like he is going to be a Hall of Famer. So 13,469 is Cam Newton's legacy score. He only picked up one more yearly award, so don't think he did too well there. He is a backup quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Damn. A backup quarterback? Looks like this Weiss O'Reilly dude. Some random new quarterback is a starter. So there it is, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We turned Cam Newton into a promising career. Now he has his Super Bowl ring. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.